Trainloads of lumber stacked up. Why? That was a question I asked a couple months ago on a video, and it ended up causing some problems, so I took the video off. I want to just rediscuss what that was all about. So I drove by a distribution center for lumber and just noticed how much lumber there was in that yard. And I thought, well, why is that? Why is there so much? So I posted it, put it on a video, and I got a couple thousand comments from you folks explaining why there would be so much lumber there. And I actually heard from a locomotive engineer, someone that drives the train, so to speak. Don't mean to insult them. Delivers the wood product to the mill, to the distribution point. And they said it's just been typical. That's what they've been doing. They keep, I think it's a couple loads a day that come into that particular spot. Tractor trailers come and pick it up and haul it off. But there's always an inventory there, which is necessary, as I found out, for having a stock of the multitude of different sizes that are required. So that made a lot of sense. What happened was somebody took my little video, and by the way, I had nothing against this distribution center. They're great. They support the local economy by providing jobs. It's just, I think it's a great thing. It's a hub for wood. Somebody took my video, and it seems like they just took little clips and added other clips from other people or other videos to make a point. And it ended up not being what I said exactly. And then somebody else took it even further, and all of a sudden I've been labeled a certain thing. I've learned new political names I didn't know exist. That's just crazy. Anyway, there's some super interesting news coming out lately. I spoke with two salespeople at lumber yards, two different lumber yards. They said their lumber sales are way off. And they're still, one of them said that they had been waiting, I think it was a month, for just a small lumber order, just one tractor trailer load to come in. They've been waiting. I don't know why. Don't know where all that's happening from. So it appears that people are not buying as much. I know in the past 3 weeks, I've bought 3 2x4s. And I've already said, I bought a lot of lumber already, plywood. We have garages built, stacked up here, ready to go. And we've delivered one. We actually put the walls up today and the trusses. So we're burning up our material slowly, but we won't have to buy lumber through the whole rest of this summer, I would say. Maybe 1 or 2 sticks here or there. Let's go inside. I just want to show you something. Okay, so you've seen the inside of my shop. I'm sorry it's such a mess still. And how we have a pile of OSB. There's 60 or 70 sheets there. This, just for instance, this pile, in February, for this pile, I paid $3,500 for this pile. Today, I just checked on the price today for plywood. That pile's worth over $8,000 if someone was crazy enough to go out and buy it today. I'll tell you what, I am not going to buy $80 a sheet plywood for what I paid $35 for 3 months ago. It does not make sense. And I think on the long haul, that's, if you pay $80 a sheet, your value, I don't think it's going to be there. So another interesting thing, 5/8 T111, we have a half unit there, another 3/4 of a unit there. Paid $39 a sheet for that. Today it's at $53 a sheet. That's actually cheaper than 5/8 plywood by $30 a sheet almost. Why not just use T111 for your sheathing instead of the plywood? It has been interesting that in the past 3 weeks, since I haven't been buying, except for those 3 2x4s, I've heard of other contractors as well that have not been buying stuff. They're just putting off jobs, or the homeowners are just plain finding it too expensive to build at this point. And if you can't buy sharp enough, buy it ahead to kind of beat that curve of it's just got to turn, it's got to go down at some point. To see 5/8 plywood at $80 a sheet is just, it's just not going to work, I'm afraid. So with hearing that lumber sales are way off for lumber yards, not that I wish that on them. They did say that there are a lot of other products they are still selling to keep themselves busy, but definitely not lumber and plywood. You just can't if the prices are so ridiculous. So I hope we start seeing the prices go down. Supply is going to be building up. Demand is way off. It's kind of, that's what has to happen. So I think, I don't have a crystal ball by any means, but I think by the end of summer, we're going to see it dropping substantially. I don't know. I'm just a builder. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's going to go down. It just can't continue the way it is. So the big reason that I took the video off was because I was given a notice from YouTube, a friendly letter saying that I needed to, someone had complained, but if I blurred their face, there's a tool on YouTube, Workbench or whatever it was called, where you can blur their face. Well, the problem was it was the whole screen. It wasn't just a little small spot. So I couldn't blur it. Had to take it off. So this is kind of a putting it back on. I've said this pretty much the same thing, but hopefully I've explained it a little bit better. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you hit that like button and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I have a little over 110,000 subscribers now. I'd love to see 150. Not to be, we have mosquitoes in the shop. Not to be greedy. I mean, if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. I appreciate you just watching. Thank you.